All right, let's dive right in. If you're a business leader today, there is one conversation that is completely unavoidable, and that is artificial intelligence. This isn't just another tech trend, it's moving faster than anything we've seen before. And understanding it isn't just an IT problem anymore, it's about strategy, it's about growth, and frankly, it's about survival. So in this explainer, we're going to break down what this all means for you and your business.
And just to set the stage, let's be really clear about the scale we're talking about here. This is not some small, incremental update. The source material for this explainer puts it perfectly. AI is poised to be the biggest business transformation since the invention of the computer. That's the magnitude of change we need to get our heads around.
So you might be asking, why now? What makes this moment so different? Well, this timeline tells you everything you need to know. We had the PC revolution back in the 80s, then the internet boom in the 2000s. See those gaps? Decades apart. But then, boom, November 2022, ChatGPT launches, and the whole clock speeds up. The time between these world-changing technologies is shrinking fast.
And if you need one single number to grasp the sheer velocity of this change, it's this: 100 million. That's how many users ChatGPT got in just 2 months. 2. It completely shattered every record for how quickly a product can be adopted. This wasn't just a quiet launch, it was a global signal flare that got the attention of every single investor on the planet.
And when you get that kind of user explosion, you know what follows? Money. A massive, massive wave of investment poured into this space. Think about it. The early AI models had major limitations, right? They could only process a few thousand words of context. Now, we have models that can handle over 1 million. That's what happens when billions of dollars get focused on turning problems into possibilities, practically overnight.
Okay, so with that incredible speed and scale as our backdrop, let's talk about what this actually means for your business. We're going to start with the upside, how AI is becoming this unbelievably powerful engine for opportunity, and how it's starting to reshape every single part of how we work.
And when we say every part, we really mean it. This isn't just a marketing tool or an IT project. It's hitting top-level strategy, finance, your day-to-day operations and supply chain, and yeah, even how you manage your people in HR. There's not a single department that's going to be untouched by this.
Now, a key idea you need to know is the AI agent. Don't just think of a simple chatbot. This is way more powerful. It's when AI is combined with your other software, your accounting system, your CRM, to automate really complex tasks. But, and this is the crucial part, it's all designed to keep a human in the loop with ultimate control. And this isn't some abstract, futuristic idea. It is happening right now. Take the payments company Klarna. They built an AI assistant for their customer service. That one AI is now doing the work of, get this, 700 full-time human agents. Let that number sink in for a second. 700. The scale of the efficiency is it's breathtaking.
So, what does the work of 700 agents translate to on the bottom line? This: an estimated $40 million improvement to their profit. It's probably the clearest example you'll find of how this AI-driven efficiency turns directly into cold, hard cash.
Okay, so the upside is massive. We get it. It's a potential gold rush. But that is not the whole picture, not even close. For every one of those incredible opportunities, there's a risk lurking in the shadows that could be just as big, if not bigger. So what are these hidden dangers?
That brings us to part 2, navigating the risk minefield. Because believe me, understanding how to sidestep the dangers is every bit as important as chasing the rewards.
This slide really captures the tension, the tightrope that every leader is walking right now. On the one hand, you have this incredible promise, efficiency, growth, a huge advantage over your competition. But on the other hand, you have the very real threat of brand damage, losing your intellectual property, or even being completely wiped out by a competitor who gets this right when you get it wrong.
So let's get specific. What are we really talking about here? We're talking about an employee accidentally pasting your company's secret sauce into a public AI tool. It's about launching a new AI feature that hasn't been tested properly and ends up infuriating your customers. And then you have the big ones: data privacy, security breaches, hidden biases in the AI, and the huge impact this all has on your company culture and your workforce.
And these are not just hypothetical boogeymen. A rushed, thoughtless AI rollout can cause a very public backlash and destroy the trust you've spent years building. The source material for this explainer actually cited a case where a fashion brand used AI models in a way that did exactly that. The consequences are very, very real.
So you're staring at this massive opportunity on one side and this terrifying minefield on the other.
what do you actually do? Well, that brings us to our final section, and it's the most important one, a practical, strategic playbook to help you take informed action.
Here's the core of it, a simple 6-step process. You start by just understanding what AI can really do today and what your competitors are doing. Then you turn the lens inward and map out your own business. Where are you vulnerable? Where are the opportunities hiding? And then finally, you prioritize everything. It's a way to bring structure to all this chaos.
And here's the critical part. This analysis can't just be a report that gathers dust on a shelf. You have to use it to actually update your official company strategy. Maybe AI just helps you accelerate what you're already doing. Or maybe it forces you to completely change your priorities. It might even open up a whole new strategic goal you'd never considered before.
The playbook also gets really practical about managing these risks. So for that fear of losing your IP, you ring-fence it. You set up clear guardrails for your most critical data. To fight bias, you have to be constantly auditing and testing your AI systems. To avoid a disastrous launch, you have to look at it through the eyes of your customers and employees. These are concrete actions you can take.
And underneath all of this, there is one fundamental truth you cannot ignore. Your AI will only ever be as good as the data you train it on. It's the ultimate garbage in, garbage out situation. If your data is messy, incomplete, or biased, guess what? Your AI results will be too. Getting your data house in order is an absolute prerequisite.
So to bring it all home, the path forward is a balancing act. You absolutely have to act decisively because your competitors are not waiting around, but you have to do it responsibly. You have to take the time to really think through the implications for your brand, for your customers, and for your own people.
And so I will leave you with one final question to think about. What is the very core of your business? That one thing you deliver that your customers value most. Now ask yourself, what part of that is most vulnerable to being disrupted, automated, or even completely replaced by AI? Answering that question, honestly, is the real first step on your AI journey.